collection of a
Where are we
yellow
going?
coral.
Around to
One
Alright,
of our
I'm going up.
viewers says this watch has been a sampling extravaganza.
Yeah.
Quite hard to say that.
Yeah.
gotta
So, excuse me, the Argus is ahead of or upslope or downslope of Jason.
Argus
Hercules.
is up
You come left, please.
slope
yeah.
a little bit and
Gotta wrap 'em
along
each other,
contour
so
a bit.
Try to go under.
Yeah,
Yeah, if you come left, it'll all
I
start
like
up.
to go where Argus is. I assume you do too.
There's
Against
Argus
down.
there.
So due south.
Yeah, because there's a lot of stuff right under Argus.
And you can camera rack out when you have a sec.
And one of our viewers is wondering what kind of trauma will the rest of that coral have, and will it most likely survive?
The one in the jar?
The one that we just collected, yes?
Or the one, so the
one that
remainder of it?
The remainder.
Oh yeah, it should
Be
survive.
camera racked
No
out.
problem. That's
Yes,
why we
I-
only sample branches like that to
Oh yeah, I moved them, man.
get some tissue for DNA and some branches for morphological analysis, but also without killing the coral. So
And also the sponges too, right?
yeah, same thing for the sponges. That's why
So-
we.
Chris, you just want to bring Herc under Argus and check it out, yeah?
Yeah, there's just looking at that Argus view. There's an awful lot of good stuff there where
Okay.
Argus was.
Ship, we moved just a little bit north, but now it's settled out, so.
And I think we're getting into it right
Oh,
now.
what's that bamboo
This looks
again?
really pretty.
Pitchfork bamboo. That's really cool formation.
Oh,
Yeah.
look at that beautiful one.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So this is two of them. One's a little bit broken and the other one isn't. And
Oh,
these are the I4 clade, or Isodella is what it's named for, but I'm not sure they're gonna keep it as Isodella.
so those two are the same type. It's just one lost its other half.
That's my interpretation. Yeah, but I mean,
So keep working your way south there.
Um,
I guess wow, things are definitely picking up. This is getting into some really nice stuff.
there.
ooh,
Oh
look at
yeah,
that, very
can we
bushy.
take a look at these, please?
Yep.
These.
Yeah.
Yeah, this may be what
Come in, please,
Sacco
Aaron.
and
Yep, can do.
Scott were very interested in.
Oh.
So the question is whether or not this was a Chrysogorgia crises, which tends to have a more planar type of structure, and these do look sort of planar.
Oh, hit the pictures on that thing. That's incredible.
So Scott's saying no, that it wasn't Isodella. I think we used to call it ages ago, but now they just call it I4. He was wondering if we could drop a marker
Zoom
at
out,
this
please.
site. Just the note.
Yep, we can do that.
Oh, can we get some shots of this,
Zoom in,
Kainalu?
Yeah, I got
This
you.
is so
1 second.
beautiful.
Yeah, can you hit the
Thank you so much.
lasers,
Gonna be-
Antonella
So-
or Trevor?
What would
I
jog
we
the
zoom
memory
off?
here?
Turn the lasers
Yeah.
off. I meant.
Can we come closer, Antonella, I
I,
guess?
Antonella, I got him.
Okay, sorry.
That's
I
gorgeous.
might
Oh, it
have-
actually didn't double tap. Wow.
So we have one,
Yeah, take tons of
two,
photos of that. That's cool.
Any specific notes on that target?
6.
Just that they're two I4s. That's what I think he wants. Notes. Thank you, Aaron.
2 I4s.
Yeah, the coral is called I4, capital letter I, number 4. So he just wanted to note that there's two of them together.
Okay, roger.
Thank you. Yeah, he said this, he remarked the other day that they rarely see
Zoom in,
two at
please.
once. So that's kind of interesting to him. This Chrysogorgia, I should be looking at the guide, see if I can, because these big bushy Isogorgids are, what are we calling these things? Chrysogorgia, I think.
Is that branched too?
Come wide,
That,
please.
Curly.
Yeah, these are the
Iridogorgia.
Iridogorgia.
Loading up.
There's quite a beautiful little stand here. And then maybe zoom in on this sort of brownish kind of Iridogorgia right over there.
Okay.
Okay,
Oh.
thank you.
Yep.
Just think these things, I used to call them
Zoom in, please, Aaron.
Chrysogorgia splendens, but I don't think that's Iridogorgia splendens, maybe. Yeah, let's see if we've got some Back to Steve, let's see, or excuse me, Scott. He thinks that could have been Chrysogorgia crises, those big ones. And then I'm hoping you'll have an opinion about this darker looking
Come wide, please. Thank you.
Iridogorgia or Rodaniridogorgia. There's another one of those plexaurids that we just collected on the
Do you
top.
bubble for a split sec?
Yep.
I think we got a lot on this boulder, so we can.
And then the crinoids sticking out.
Yeah, huge feather star on the edge of that thing. I wonder if we could take a look at that, which
That's
is
cool.
right there.
That's beautiful. Look at that. That
Yep.
is, aside from your drawing, it's spectacular.
Yeah, this is.
It's just like a really amazing arrangement that you would put on your table.
Yeah,
That's
exactly. It's like one of
well
those ancient bonsai
Yeah,
kind of thing.
well said, Aaron.
So pretty.
It is so pretty.
Yeah, it looks like a bonsai.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
That's cool.
We shall name this Coral Rock.
So from Melbourne, OZ, we get it's 3:31 a.m. there. And this viewer says
please,
this is
Aaron.
absolutely fascinating.
Yeah, to all of us too. Thank you.
Yeah. I had
What was his name?
I don't think we have
Oh,
a name.
okay.
Melbourne OZ.
Melbourne.
A little
Okay.
shrimp hiding out behind the front.
Yeah.
I had no idea this stream was available. I should go to bed, but this is
Yeah.
more interesting.
So this guy has got what we call prehensile cirri. See the way they're wrapped around the Chrysogorgia branches. So I'm going to go with Thalassometridae as the potential family for this feather star, which they
Steve's
do.
asking for a Niskin, too.
Good point, Steve. Yeah, we could do another Niskin. We grabbed one a little bit earlier where we had a lot of these Acanella weberi, but yeah, we could get one right here.
Can we go back and get another amazing profile of this rock to the right? That was such a beautiful shot.
Yep.
Thank you. Pan out to get that Iridogorgidae.
I was a little worried this last dive was going to be a bit of a bust, but it certainly picked up once we got up near this high point.
Can we pan out to get that one on the top too?
Okay.
We can't pan out anymore. We'd have to move the ROV out more.
Okay. That is so cool. That's the desktop shot. That one.
It's real pretty.
Do you like the Niskin over the top of the
Yeah,
coral situation?
yeah,
Coral situation.
So is here a good position for it?
yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Great, thank you.
See if that works. Nope.
You want to manually fly it, or do you want to? What do you want to do?
Well,
You can just hit all 3 autos; it'll stay.
okay. I tried to hit auto depth and nothing happened. Okay.
Okay. Can I see the arm, please?
Yes.
And you can rack in.
Roger.
So yeah, Scott, we've been seeing both Bella and Magnospiralis here, as I mentioned
bring that up,
earlier. So
Aaron.
yeah, it could be one or the other.
Yeah,
Thank you.
let's get 5 or 6.
What am I doing? That's wrong.
Got it.
And there's a, excuse me.
All right, you can rack out.
Okay, let's proceed and see if we can find some more glory spots.
Yeah, viewer said that it looked like underwater fireworks.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was 169?
Yes, 169. Thank you.
And our viewer Veronica says, "Good morning, team Hui Huakai."
Good morning.
Mahalo.
We'll miss you
Aloha
too.
kakakiyaka.
We'll miss you too.
Let's see.
Hui huakai means team sponge.
Yeah, so maybe we'll just cruise along this contour if we can.
Sure.
A little bit to the left, or to port, I guess. And there might even be a sponge down there. I don't think it's the same boulder we were on. Is that correct?
I
So-
think it's not the same one.
Okay,
sponge
maybe
lurking
we
in
could
the
take a look at
background
this
there.
one too if we got a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, there's something down there.
There's a sponge. We're going to find it.
Yeah, what is that dead one? That might be a live one of those guys?
A living dead one?
Is it like
Yeah,
that's
living
like
dead
a
ones.
Dema sponge. It's
think
like
that's
one
a
of those ones
zombie.
with
A
the
zombie
low,
sponge.
Nice.
low attachment, streamlined.
A zombagon.
Zamagon.
No, I bet I did
Oh,
a set
no.
patch again. I can't believe it. No, this is so embarrassing.
Oh, there's one behind it there. There's the
Oopsies.
Yeah, that's a polyopogon.
polyopogon, yeah.
Wow. Yeah, so this is a different rock. Scott, you really think those big ones to
Zoom
the
in,
right
please.
could be at Weberi? Those are enormous.
Zoom in, please. Thank you. Yeah, I see that. Just trying to.
Judging by Argus view, you might be able to get a shot of that from the other side.
Okay,
Can't quite tell, but you could try that
I'll
if you
give it a
want.
try. Come wide, please. Let me just try to give a shot around it.
I'm just holding right now, Chris, assuming you want to check this rock out.
Yes, please. That's great. Thank
Okay.
you.
Oops.
Are you camera left or racked in?
Might be racked in. Nope. I don't know what I am. Yep.
Wow, look at this. Got plenty of them around. Let's see. Yeah, they don't have Weberi branching at the base. No whirl greed. So, yep, I don't think so either. He thinks these really big ones could be either an I1 or a J-clade. Thank you, Scott. Did you catch that, Kainalu?
Yep.
Great.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you, Scott.
I'm going to play with your lights for a sec.
Okay.
There's also something, it's a big black right down there that we could take a look at.
Okay.
Also, we got a sponge on a sponge
Do
up ahead.
you want to zoom in, like half zoom, Aaron? Thank you. Oops.
What's going
And
on?
another
with
sea
this?
star. This is probably the highest abundance of sea stars and predation we've seen yet.
Yeah, I would agree, Andy. I don't remember seeing this many stars.
Uh-huh.
But
a lot of happy stars.
yeah, they haven't found this boulder yet because none of these really show
No, they
much.
did. There's one sea star
Oh, is
predating
there?
on a coral
So-
just above the...
We've got one of these big,
Come wide, please.
presumed Bathopathes.
Oops. The wrong way. Zoom in, please.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more, Connor. There's definitely a lot more predation going on with the sea stars on this site. Like you pointed out, the last dive we didn't see, where we saw high coral density, we didn't see that many sea stars in predation, but not here.
There I am.
So let's see, Steve said saw one of the bathypathes last night, identical to one we collected the other day, which we had called telepathes. I bet it wasn't branching, right? And it
Yes.
sort of supports Jeremy's thing that maybe bathypathes and
Whoops.
telepathes aren't two different genera, that we just got a branching form of the bathypathes instead. I was looking at the branching on this one, and it seemed sub-opposite to me, but I don't know, it was very close to being opposite, but pretty sure it's bathypathes, I imagine. Ken, thank you so much. He's got to leave us, but Ken, thank you so much for your help on this cruise. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, aloha,
And
Ken.
hopefully if you have some time, there's one more cruise this fall before Christmas. That'll be coming up right after this one. And they could sure use your help as well. So again, thanks. And great to see you in the chat. All right, we're moving along.
Still 180.
And thank you to all of our viewers following us on nautiluslive.org.
Just figuring out where we should go.
Art Borja is watching us with the 4th grade class in
Map
Arizona.
contour
He
is
was a former
135,
science
but I don't know if
communicator.
that's real.
Okay. Want me to look at it?
And the distance between the lasers that
70.
you're seeing is 10 centimeters.
Okay.
This is 135.
It's maybe-ish. Let's
Maybe-ish.
wait for the Argus pass.
Okay.
Pretty close. I wonder what the bit on the left is a bit weird. Okay. Some other bumpy.
Presumably the viewers have noted that a lot of these
I was
really
thinking 160.
spectacular
Let's see
corals
160. All right, there we go.
Great.
that the
Bridge nav 20 meters 160.
viewers have noted that a lot of these spectacular corals are on sort of larger, higher boulders, which is a pretty good place to settle out. Oh, look at this
Hey,
jelly,
floaty.
hydrozoan, I think.
So
Beautiful.
Is there a way in the science chat to flag things like for Emil?
And the viewer, Terry C. from Southern California, sends us a beautiful message. She says, good morning. I've had a great time listening to this watch team.
Oh,
You
well,
guys are so informative and always entertaining. I'm
oh,
sorry it will end today.
well, yeah, thank you very much for that comment. But just keep in mind, they got some new people coming on in the next cruise, which are going to be some smaller set of seamounts, more geologists on that cruise, but I'm sure we're going to have some biologists helping out. So please stay tuned for that one. It'll be a few days after we get back in port.
and your amazing front row team will be intact for that one.
That's right. And so you're going to hear some pretty bad jokes from Trevor, and attempted grabs of ginormous rocks.
Can you
And
bank
things
on
like
that?
Things to look forward to.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Terry also mentions us by name. Chris, Andy, Trevor, Afrodita, Antonella, Kainalu, and the 2 errands. Thank you so
Wow.
much for your
Nice.
knowledge and our expertise.
Well, that's very kind.
Oh.
Thanks for
Thank
the
you.
shout out.
Yeah,
That's
thank you.
It's beautiful.
That was
Thank
really
you.
nice.
And thank you to all of our viewers. This has been an amazing opportunity to see what the ocean floor has for us and why it is so important that we need to take care of our oceans and spread the love for it.
Definitely. Well said.
Can you feel this? I can definitely feel some type of a rock breeze.
Rock
in the room.
breeze?
Yeah, it's
Wow.
it's this breeze that occurs when we're about to see some good rocks to collect. It's brushing over my head right now, I think.
Oh, I didn't realize there was a rock breeze, but I'll believe it.
Yeah, it's I just felt it before. It's
You think that's going to happen here-ish?
yeah, there's some, it looks like some angular rocks down here that could be possible to get a third rock for
Okay.
NVF.
You know I'm into it.
Yeah.
That one looks right there. That was a joke.
You know, and Trevor probably didn't think it was a
No,
joke.
he was like
yeah,
eyeballing it,
I know.
trying to do the mental math.
I mean, we have how many hours till we have to be on the surface? At a slow ascent rate, maybe we just grab it and go. Need the next watch with 4 hours of blue water. Seems appropriate to me.
Coming up at like 1 meter a minute.
Hauling in with Argus.
Could we get the lasers on, please? Just
Yeah.
yeah, because we like to try to get the absolute hugest rock we could possibly get, because that's what Kevin said. Or did he say the opposite?
I think he said we want a Herc-sized rock.
Oh my.
That's what I remember.
Maybe, you know, I'll have to look back.
Wow, you guys are certainly putting up a show for so many classrooms around the country. It seems like many teachers have their classes watching us.
Oh, thank you.
They've been doing so many interactions, man. The communications team, you guys are kicking butt on interactions.
I was going to say, it's so impressive. I'm not sure any of you actually sleep.
And so
that might be that might be a little big. I wonder if this one over here, would that be a little more?
Whoop, can you recircle that one on the left?
I think we
Right
just
there.
went out of view.
It's right there.
Okay.
It's kind of a blocky one. I always look for ones that's squarish and have a little girth to them. Where'd he go?
Ship's done
Just to
moving.
the right of that cucumber, I think.
Right of the cuke.
Right at the cuke. This one here? Yeah. Let's take a
Nice.
look at that one. I think that's a good one.
Looks swell, yeah.
If Kevin's here, Kevin just said, just attach a hook and a winch on board and we can just hook the rock and bring it up.
Okay.
There we go. Just put a bunch of float bags on it.
Yeah. I think, so that's not too big, right?
Nope.
That one there?
That's perfect.
Okay. I think we got a good one for you, Kevin, if you want to weigh in on this one. He seems to be girthy.
Girthy.
Whoops.
I like that description. Very
Oh, she's
geological.
sticky.
It's okay, you got him.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I like this rock. Kevin, I hope you do too.
All right, can you tip me left, please? Okay, zoom in, please. You can switch my camera.
Oh no, what do you think, Kevin? Let's see.
Looks a little, is it
Weathered.
just dirty or is it adjusted? Not adjusted, modified.
So we
Seven.
just did a hang on for just a moment. We just did a 360. He likes it. Okay.
I said, okay, cool.
Let's
Come
go
wide,
for it.
please.
So that is not an altered rock?
Excuse me?
Is that an altered rock or
Altered, that's
not?
the word. Thank
Yeah.
you.
It's not. He thinks it looks good to him. It was just
Okay,
surface sediment.
sample.
That's what everybody was looking at.
And
If it was
go ahead and open.
If it was really white, if there was an open part underneath it and it was really that white orange stuff, then that would be no good.
Oh, okay.
And for those viewers who might be wondering how we're going to date these
Foxtrot.
things,
Foxtrot.
thank you
Thank
to
you.
Connor Johnson, who gave us a little short description on this earlier, and I'll read it
Yeah,
off
dive
to
salvo.
you if you're curious.
And that was
So-
sample 170.
170, roger.
It's,
you.
Thank
it's
you.
called, what they do with the rocks, they call it, they prepare a mineral separate, that's what they call it. So what that means is they have to break open the rocks and then find the most promising looking pieces and then crush that up and give it an ultrasonic bath, then sieve it a few times and put it through a magnetic separator, sieve it again, bleach it with some acids, sieve it again, and then look at it under a microscope to find the best example of your target mineralization, I assume. Then they take it to a nuclear reactor and bombard it with neutrons.
What?
After that,
Quick question though,
yeah.
do you want to look at any of those corals we're seeing on like the core side of the vehicle, or should we move on?
Which side? Sorry.
It's to me, it's the core view. I'm sorry, guys, help me out.
Starboard
right,
side.
left.
Starboard side.
Well, one thing I wouldn't mind looking at is this dead sponge again really quickly, but so you thought it was port side, is that what you're saying?
Starboard.
Starboard, okay. Not seeing where the corals are at the moment.
I think she said core side.
Core side.
I was saying core side, but that is not the right,
Oh,
the
by the
right
way,
terminology.
Yeah, excuse me. Actually, a better thing to look at is this red whip right here. So I don't think this is bamboo. I think this is a black coral, and I think it's Stichopathes, which could be something we haven't seen before.
It's definitely different color. All right,
Yeah,
folks,
sorry.
I'll get back to the geology later. I'll start from the beginning again.
But yeah, we want to follow the corals. So Aaron, if you saw a patch with corals, let's
It's just right next to us, so we can just turn around quick and see if it's worthwhile.
Oh, okay. But yeah, after we image this guy.
For sure.
I saw one of these earlier, and we were
Zoom,
passing too fast, so we couldn't get it. So yes, it is. It is a black coral for sure, and if we can go tighter too, we need to see if the polyps are all on one side. That's possible.
Oops.
That's all I got.
That's it, Aaron?
Yeah, that's it. I'm sorry to disappoint.
That's really it, Aaron?
I know,
Wow,
I'm so
that's
sorry.
different. That's really different.
Let's see. I'm going to try to give a really good sigh here.
So Chris, why is this a black coral? It
zoom out,
looks
please.
pink all over.
Because it's got 2 elongate and
Can you
4
just
not
come
so
around
big
so I can
tentacles on it that are unbranched.
try
It's
to
a
get
hexacoral.
closer to
Oh,
it?
what is, Scott said, is this, I don't know this one. Oh, a Aphanosticopathes. Okay.
Hmm.
This is the new Aphanosticopathes. Now, what does that mean, Scott? Does that mean it's been collected and it's waiting for an ID, or is this been noted that it exists down here and nobody's collected it yet?
You want us to keep looking at that?
Yeah, please, just hang on for a
Okay.
moment, because I don't really know this one very well.
try
Gotcha.
to get situated. Like,
It is a typical Stichopathes that has been put into a genus that has been collected. Okay, no problem then. Thank you.
Nope, predation event.
Yeah, all right, so let's see the corals to the port side, maybe,
I want a
Sorry.
time lapse.
or the other
camera,
side,
one of
wherever
I've
it was.
broken everybody's brain for all eternity, sorry.
Yes,
them. Core side.
core side.
You get kicked out of maritime school for that kind of comment.
Steve is trying to tell us that Lindsay G wants another pallet to deal with all the rocks we've been collecting.
I mean, it is Christmas after all. That's what we hear. These rocks are like Christmas presents.
Yeah.
You don't know what you get until you
So
saw
that's all I
into
was
it.
seeing there in the
Oh,
distance.
yeah. Let's
But I don't know if that's exciting or not.
Walterii.
It's exciting.
It is. Biology is always exciting.
Maybe slightly over to port. And I think I saw some over there.
There's 2 different sponges on that rock. What's that slate, low one
Sponges?
underneath the
Oh, yeah.
Walterii?
right.
Yeah, that one is Atlanticella, is the leafy one that's below the Walteria. So,
They want to see the spongy guy.
yeah.
Oops.
So, and there's even a crinoid there too, the Proisocrinus, the red one.
Take a bunch of pictures.
Yeah, if we can do that sponge just to confirm it really is Atlanticella. It's at the bottom of this one here. If we pan down, we
Line
just
up
need
on
to
it.
do a close-up. It's not a sampler.
Okay. Hang on, let me get,
Right there.
there we go.
It
Nice.
is
That's
almost,
beautiful.
most certainly Atlanticella, but we'll take a close-up anyway.
Oh, I'm on. Okay.
Hey, happy 1st of December.
Yeah.
Ah, thank you.
Oh my gosh, it's the 1st of December.
Oh, that is a classic,
We're on the ship. What's
classic
going on?
Atlanticella.
Start your
Thank-
advent calendar.
What is going on? I'm on the ship. It must still be summer.
Right?
This is very interesting how the the food is falling right on the sponge.
Yeah.
Well, I think that's from the prop wash.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. That's
Oh.
great.
Come wide, please.
And we have a question. Does any of the biology suffer from the
Oops.
currents caused by Hercules' thrusters?
Thank you, Chris.
Um,
This.
guess it would depend on how close they were to the thrusters and how strong the thrusting was the.
Right. You ready to move on?
Yes, we are.
All right, so we're going to be going 160 again if you want to come
Okay.
around.
All right.
Yeah, those are the Weber ice, Scott. That's what I was talking about. We had a lot of those sort of medium-sized ones that sure look to be Weber eye. So thank you.
Yeah, but we always try to be careful with the corals or in places where there are very dense communities. We actually don't really stop or lower too much as to not disturb them.
Yeah, sometimes that's really hard to do if we see an important collection. So we can knock a branch off or something like that, but we definitely try not to do that.
Yeah.
If they were watching the other night when we were in that beautiful group of pink coralliid corals, we were way high to make sure we didn't bump into any of those.
That was on the Tamana Seamount.
Yeah,
southeast.
That's right. That's correct. Tamana Seamount southeast.
And
where that sponge? Where's a live one, for goodness sakes?
I think it's upslope.
What is wrong with you guys?
well, I wonder why are they dead? What's
I don't
causing
know.
that?
I don't know. That's why I'm irritated at them for dying.
I think they're giving me ones upslope.
Only the Walteria are doing pretty healthy.
Yeah,
right?
I know.
Yep.
And good morning to Mrs. Blakemore's class in Elsinore Middle School. She says hello to Antonella and me. They enjoyed our swimming with us last Monday. So good morning. Thank you for watching us. You're seeing some pretty corals here and a few sponges. So really appreciate your comment.
A few crinoids too. This is a sea lily to her class. A beautiful, beautiful ancient animal. A stalked crinoid.
All right, so back to our sample here. So we have the rock sample for aging it. After we have bleached it again with some acids and sieved it again and looked at it under a microscope to find the best example of the target. And we've gone to the nuclear reactor and bombarded it with neutrons. After that, they can cut through it with a high volume noble gas spectrometer and measure it in incremental heating steps. This is the rock that we're trying to age. And if everything worked out, then that gives you the data you need to date the rocks. It can be a pretty long process, so it might take a year or so to get any data.
You want to look at that sponge?
So thank you, Connor Johnson, for that
I'll move over there.
explanation of how we date some of these rocks once we get them back
like
to the lab.
Sponge
Yeah,
castle.
I'm going to give a go at that in my kitchen when I get home.
Uh-huh. Especially the
nuclear bombardment.
Nuclear bombardment,
yeah.
yes.
This is a weird sponge.
That is a weird sponge for sure.
We may have to settle down a bit for this one. It's a possible collection. I just need to see it a little more closely.
Yeah, we got some time to wait before we get over there.
Okay.
This is definitely a sit-down
very
sponge
different.
moment.
We'll enjoy it from afar for now.
Yeah, that's fine. What on earth are you? Are you one? Are you multiple sponges? What are you? The hunch sponge from Notre Dame, I guess. I don't know. What is it? The abominable snow sponge?
I like that. Oh. That brings up the snowman joke.
Uh-oh.
What did one snowman say to the other snowman?
What?
Does it smell like carrots out here?
Oh my
God, God, Andy, please.
You blame Kim for that.
No, I'm blaming you. You repeated it.
Oh my gosh.
This is Kim in the studio. I take no responsibility for the repeating of my jokes live on SPL. That's all on you, Andy.
Chris brought up the snow metaphor for the licking at this thing, so I had to share it.
Oh boy, what are you?
It's a sponge mush.
I
Steve
can't-
said, I think we lost viewership because of that joke.
No way, come on.
Even I stopped watching.
It's December, for gosh sake.
You know, Steve, if I could reach his button
Zoom in,
to turn
please,
off
Aaron.
his mic, I'd do it. I can't reach it from where I am.
Whoa.
The other side. Okay. Yep.
Do you want a little more move on Argus?
So,
Weird.
so guys, I don't think I want this one. I think this is the
Roger.
oldest Atlanticella that I've ever seen in my life. That's what they do. They start doing all this folding and bending when they get really old. I was looking at the texture. Thank you.
Okay, so I think we're actually kind of closer to the top than
Not
we
the
might have
left
thought
of the
we
sponge,
were.
but
That sedimented terrace possibly looks like either in here or maybe even up
okay.
here.
Uh-huh.
So do you want to continue on the trajectory you're on or go down slope a little bit?
How
What do you
about if
think?
we go down slope a little bit, kind of on that contour the ship's on right now?
Down slope a little bit?
Yeah,
okay.
right in there
Got
where
that
your
totally
cursor was.
backwards.
In there?
Yeah, right in there somewhere. That
Okay.
would be great. Thank you.
All right, we're going to try.
Oh, we've got a little stand over here to the port side of
Mhm.
if you turn around, we can take a look and see what's to the rear of Hercules, by the way. Seem to be quite a lot of colonies there. Or did we just come, were we just there? Maybe we were just there.
We can check it out. Did you copy?
Okay.
Yep.
Thank you.
Okay.
I think we just sort of scooted by these guys going for that sponge, but there's a bunch of corals here that we're going to go check out.
Oh,
And
sponges.
yeah, bunch of
Oh,
stuff
that's
here.
nice.
Look at that tall one. How tall is that thing in the background over
Some
there?
serious height to it, doesn't it?
Yeah, holy
Let's look at
holy
it with Argus.
guacamole, that deserves one of those.
That's going to be 2 meters, 2.5 meters,
Wow.
Wow.
2 meters.
Is that a bamboo coral?
Yes, it is. So most of these are bamboo corals that we're looking at right now. There's maybe one primnoid just behind this tall one. But
The fish in Argus view, 2 fish.
where
yeah.
where are those?
They're Argus.
Stalking Hercules.
They are. Rather large one.
Oh, I see. Oh, yeah.
Zoom in, please, Aaron.
Nice flying.
Nice.
Oh, beautiful.
nice.
Beautiful view.
Yeah, beautiful.
Wow, those are beautiful pictures.
That one is potentially coming into view that it's too
Cuspia.
high. Okay.
Come wide, please.
Nice job. That was awesome.
Yeah, thank you.
Bumper.
I think that's a, is that a bamboo? Yeah, I guess it's a bamboo. These all are some beautiful colonies here. Wow. Oh, wow. It's another one of these plexaurids, but let's take a look at this again.
Okay.
See what, this is the other side of possibly the same colony that we collected. That would be my guess, but let's see what Asako has got to say about this. Whoa, Sako says she's got an earthquake happening in Japan right now.
Oh, wow. Huh.
Oh, hope, stay safe, Asako. Hopefully it's just a small one. I think she's a little distracted right now.
No kidding.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah, so let's take a look at this plexaurid. This is a real pretty one, and we're seeing kind of the back side of it.
Antonella, can I reset your DVL?
Yes, thank you. Let's see. Go ahead and zoom in there, Aaron.
Okay, it wasn't too bad. Asako seems to, she's still there. Thank you. All right, we got one of your critters, Asako. I don't know if you can weigh in on this one, whether it was the same as we collected or a little different. Whether you think this is plexaurid again or Acanthogorgia?
Polyps are closing up
Yeah.
Yeah.
right before our very eyes. It's interesting how the polyps are yellow, but the stalk is white.
Yeah.
Might want auto heading, possibly, maybe not.
What, sorry?
Nothing.
It's a beautiful image there with the basket star, the Estroschimatid. And Steve is also, he knows these too. Plexaurid 100%, he's really got an eye for these plexaurids too. I think he's also very interested in them. Can you guys go any further than plexaurid? Is that as far as you can go? You can also tell by the scales on the branches, you can almost see them. I think a lot of plexaurids have a lot of these scales running the length of all the gray branches. Kind of see looks like it's textured slightly. And that's what they are. If you zoom in on it, it looks like a cobbled pavement or something.
Oh, wow.
Wow, very nice. Thank you very much for that. Appreciate it.
Come wide, please.
Interesting community. Asako is asking, is there any chance we could see the other side of it? I don't know if you can go around a port and come around avoiding that.
Might be tough. It's pretty plugged up on that side with other corals.
Okay.
I could come up, spin, and drop down. I think that's the only way.
Maybe, but I don't know where you drop down. I'm just looking there like.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Sorry, Asako, we don't think we can do that without risking some of the other corals here. Okay, she's fine. Thanks. Yep.
Okay, still want to move a bit downslope?
Sure. Yeah, that would be fine. Thank you.
Okay. I'm thinking we're going to go like 070.
70.
Okay.
Yeah, that looks good. Thank you.
Bridge nav, can we get a 20 meter move 070?
Brittle stars on this dead stock, probably cleaned off by a sea star, and then other guys come and jump on it after all the branches are cleaned off.
Them waving at us.
Yeah.
I just find it so funny when they do the dive bomb.
Yeah,
so
never
great.
gets old.
we could zoom on this. I think we'll see some barnacles here and some other things.
Come up, okay. Zoom in, please, Aaron.
That one's getting ready
He's
to go.
going, he's going.
He's doing
He's
it.
going to jump for it.
And
Or he's like, oh no, the other branch is way safe. Going over there.
so these are gooseneck barnacles along the branches.
Okay. Sorry.
Forgotten how you pronounce that group of gooseneck barnacles, but I'll see if I can find it real quick. Yeah, probably something like that, kind of, again, with a question mark on it too.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Yep. Sure. So we'll be downslope.
Oh, yeah, we got some tight
our
contours
way.
coming up ahead, Aaron. That's what we should aim for, right below the summit, I think.
In here?
Yeah, right in there. That could be fruitful.
Okay.
And then,
We'll just finish this one off and then we'll move a little more directly east or a little southeast.
yeah, that sounds great.
Okay.
And then maybe the other watcher want to jump up on the summit there, right where the endpoint is. And
Roger,
take a look around.
I'll drop some indications.
Yeah, sort of leave it up to them. They could, if they want to, they could also just wrap around to the east on that summit too, if it looks really good along these contours. Oh, there's a big colony out in the distance. Look at that.
And thank you to all of our viewers for watching us. It sounds like we have new viewers. They're asking lots of questions, like questions that have been asked all the time about the age of the corals. We don't really know.
Well, the bamboos, there has at least been some work on some other bamboos, and I would say hundreds of years for some of these big ones. What are some of the other ones?
092, okay. So I'm not going to look at this
Yeah.
colony. I don't know. Chris,
Yeah.
do you want me to take a look at these guys, or?
Yeah, sure.
Want
In
to
case
move on?
there's,
Okay.
All right,
Yeah.
we'll hold.
another one of these are really big I4 in the background there, that fan-shaped one. Is that a sponge? Could it be this one right there? Might be worth a quick look too. And a giant black coral. Look at the size of that plume there to right there. Whoa.
Yeah, that's huge.
Yeah. But yeah, if we could look at this sponge first, that would be terrific.
Yep.
We can have a look at it. We can't stick around forever because we are moving the ship a completely different way, but that's
Yeah.
fine.
Okay, that's fine. Sure. It's just, this is really pretty. Another different
Yeah.
assortment. This would be the Easter assortment. And we saw the Christmas flower arrangement before.
This is the farthest east we've been, so
Yeah. So I thought, well, Easter, yeah.
That makes
gets
sense.
it. Yeah, it makes sense. Because we haven't had breakfast yet either. We had coffee on an empty stomach, so.
Is that where we are, or that makes sense?
I don't know. I had a lot of pretzels.
Oh, you did?
You just need to go dive into the snacks
in,
right
please,
when you
Aaron?
wake up.
Yeah.
I don't know if you want me on pretzels. early in
on
the morning.
pretzels.
On pretzels.
Oh, Chris is on pretzels again.
Right?
Oh no.
Hey, baby
So
girl.
these are foraminifera that are growing on the side of the sponge, I believe. Those aren't spicules. This is a Bathydoris or some type of rosellid vase. It's not dead. It's quite alive. You can see the white tissue up in the top part of it right there. And they tend to be kind of woolly sponges, if you will. They have a lot of spicules that collect sediment that stick out from their sides. So that was great. What is, excuse me, what? Oh, that's other type of black. Okay, so let's take a look at this magnificent thing and then we can leave if we're running out of time here.
Okay. Get up a little bit.
How tall is this thing? This is, wow.
Not short. It's, wow. Well, let's turn the lasers on. I'll find out.
Zoom in, please, Aaron.
That's pretty big.
Yeah, 1.5 meters.
Wow.
Jeez. Okay.
Not so bad, yeah.
Again, nice shot of the branching. It's perfect view.
Lobster.
Oh, pink lobster.
And there's that pink coral that is usually,
You mean the crab?
oh, the crab.
Yeah.
Squat.
Yeah.
Squat lobster.
Yesterday I had it in my head that it was a squash lobster, and I couldn't think of the actual word. So I kept
Squash
going.
lobster.
I was like, there's another squash lobster.
Bum, 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 ba, 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 bum.
Really.
And some of our viewers are wondering what the
Whoa,
purpose
that's
of the
cool.
colors are here, like the
No,
the
no
lobster
idea.
and
We don't know.
Okay, come wide, please.
Look at all the
Typical.
polyp on that Weberella,
That's cool.
Weber eye. The polyps are all lined up in a row. Like, and there's a Trisopathes probably, or a Heteropathes on the left. And that's beautiful. That was worth a little detour before we get back to our tour, or the route that we're going.
Where are we going?
Ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
For real? All right.
For
Yeah,
real.
sorry, thank you.
No,
No, no,
we'll
it's all
do
good.
whatever you want. How about some 090 for a while?
Okay.
All right.
These are just such beautiful little
Bridge nav,
patches.
can we get a 20 meter step 090? So we're just trying to move a little bit downslope, but to the east, so where hopefully the contours tighten up. So
Okay.
that's the plan
Great.
as of this moment.
Awesome.
And
Right.
Chris, would you remind us of the types of data we are collecting?
As much data as we possibly
Biology.
can squeeze out of this cruise. So all of this video is going to be annotated, which means there are people who are going to go through it very slowly and very carefully and count and
Okay.
measure and
Roger.
identify everything. Crabs, corals, sea stars, fish, everything. And all of that data is going to be entered into a 73 field database. And so we're going to have substrate type, substrate composition. If it's a coral, what type of substrate is it attached to? What is the general substrate? What's
Okay.
the depth? What are the oxygen levels, the temperature levels? What are
Trevor.
the positions? And then all of the rocks are going to be analyzed that we collect as well. All the biology is going to go to museums. They're going to be examined microscopically.
Okay.
I don't know what else to say. It's
Okay.
going to get everything
Yep.
we can. These dives are rare, and so we're trying to make the most of them.
And that all of the samples are going to about how many organizations would you say?
Okay.
Excuse me, there's a
There's
fish
a
right ahead.
fish.
Yeah.
Fish.
He's got a parasite on him, and there was a parasite question the other day. No, it isn't.
Oh, maybe.
Did it come on? Oh, yeah, it's still on him. Thought it fell off, but it didn't. This is a Synephobranchid eel, common predator at these depths.
Synephobranchid?
Yeah, Synephobranchid is the
Synephobranchid.
family, and Synephobranchus is probably the genus.
Trying to get down to him.
See that white thing on its back? I think that's a copepod predator right there. But he's pretty shy. I don't know if we're going to be able to get him.
Fighting with Argus here, so.
That's okay. Thank you.
Do you want to see that sponge in Argus view, Chris?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Is that the way we're going, or is that backwards? Yeah, it's going to be a polyopogon, but yeah, if can, if no can, no can.
Yeah, I'll just zip over there.
Yeah.
The ship moves. Oh, the ship's going a lot. Yeah, this will be exciting.
Oh, God. Sorry.
It'll be a snap
Oh,
soon.
God.
Okay.
What could go wrong?
I mean, I could stop the ship, but like this is exciting.
Sorry, I should not have offered.
Challenging Antonella. How
Double
fast can
speed
you get
mode.
there?
Joy gain 1,000.
Boost mode.
Not run things over. Now there's stuff in the way. It's an obstacle course.
We're panning up. It's going to come into view any second. For those of you watching, there he is.
There it is.
Yay.
There it is, there it goes.
That is a big
And it was all worth it.
Yep. A big old polyopogon glass sponge.
It's a nice rock. Do you want to back the ship up?
No, that's okay. Thank you.
Okay. I get back on track.
And What do you think is growing on it, or what is on it?
The Poliopogon?
Yes.
I wasn't.
You go to starboard.
So,
I didn't really notice what was growing on it. I was just remarking on its
Yeah,
size.
gotcha.
But they can get all types of things that live on them, grow on them, even other
Roger.
sponges.
Yeah, a viewer is wondering if a sponge or coral larvae settles between and or around very large sponges or corals.
And the answer is yes.
Okay.
And
Yes,
does
we think
the
so.
chances of growing old and big diminishes like a tropical forest floor?
You mean if it gets too close to it, it's too crowded? Is that what they're implying?
Yeah. So if they attach to older, bigger corals, does the chance of it growing old and big diminishes?
I don't know. I would think so. It depends on how old I think of it as what happens to the substrate it settles on. In this case, the substrate is an older coral. If that older coral is stable, then it's got a good chance. And if it has a very good hold fast and perch itself on the substrate, then it's got a chance to do pretty well. But if not, then the whole thing could topple over. The older one could die. It could, there's all types of scenarios. So maybe yes in some circumstances, maybe no in others. What? Let's see.
I guess that's very confusing. Just a mezzo.
Oh yeah, we're in a crater. No, we're not actually in a crater. It's just looks like it because of the weirdness.
It is really confusing.
You can turn
me.
off the weirdness option if you want.
They make everything look extremely dramatic option.
Hey, Trevor, there's a big rectangular rock down there.
Yeah.
You're just rubbing it in now.
Yeah, I found a perfectly good rectangular rock. Someone just didn't want to end the dive early.
No, I did not.
Can you zoom in, please, Aaron?
Yep, I can do.
Beautiful brittle stars. These are Ophiacanthus, I think, because of the spines on the arms. I guess that's a brittle star.
I think
it is.
It's upside down.
Go for zoom again, please.
Yep.
Oh, it's a, yeah.
Oh.
Is it a Brazilian or a brittle star? It's a Brazilian. It's a Brazilian. Yeah, it's a sea. No, they don't eat. They filter. That's why they got all this. That's a Brazilian. That's weird of him to be up on that coral. Little sponge in the crack.
Oh no.
I'm gonna change bearing to 100.
100, Roger.
Steve was saying,
Bridge
he was
20 meters 100.
Steve did arrived at a Brazilian before I did there. So thank you, Steve. It's Steve Oskovich who's on this cruise with us.
Speaking of people who don't sleep.
Yes.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Is he on the next cruise? He is, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's another Victor Gorgia, I think.
I think so.
Yeah,
Pretty sure now I'm confused.
Well, yeah, maybe a Paragorgia.
That breakfast relief I heard?
Getting hungry. Watching all these sea stars eating corals and making you hungry.
Trevor's getting in all his last minute jabs.
I still think of that though, like every time the door opens at this time, I'm like, oh man, can't it be?
Somebody's coming up early because they knew I was hungry.
Yeah.
Oops. Hi. Wonk.
It's another one of these I4s. That's what they're calling this group of bamboo corals. Refers to genetic designation. I4 is what they call a type of clade or a subset of a clade.
How did I do that?
You know, yeah.
I know my mom's class was planning on tuning in right now, so hi, Mrs. Rainey's class. Hope you're behaving.
And we have a viewer here who says Erin is an alumnus of our school. We are so proud of her.
Yeah, you should be. She's really something else, I'll tell you. She's been a wonderful part of the cruise and our team here.